Gearing up for the Thornton Winery's Champagne Jazz Series with Jonathan Butler. How are you today, Eric?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you for being here. You're such a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. You know what? Tell me, how are you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm just glad to be here, and really looking forward to having a great time tonight with Jonathan Butler and Mesa. It's been an amazing tour this summer, and just really excited to be here. So we're going to have a lot of fun today.
And we're excited that you are here.
Thank you.
So now we're loving your music, your latest music, On a Mission. Tell us a little bit about the process, going through the process of making the CD.
Absolutely. Well, On a Mission is actually my 5th album. I've been doing it for a little while. My first album that I released, I was actually 17 years old. And every single album that I make, I approach it differently. I start with like a blank canvas, and I'm like a painter. You know, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do this time? So every time I create an album, my goal is to try to do something I haven't done before. So musically and artistically, I try to stretch myself. And there's no limits with my music. I grew up listening to R&B, pop, hip-hop, gospel, rock, reggae, and I try to incorporate all of those elements and sounds onto my album. So with this album, being that it's my 5th album, I was just ready to go somewhere I haven't gone before, try something different, do some different things, try new sounds, different styles, and I incorporated all this time around.
Wow, so you stepped out the box a little bit this go round, huh?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And I'll continue to do that. I mean, I look at artists like Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock, and throughout their whole entire career, every single album that they've released has been different than the previous, and they continue to evolve as musicians. And that's what my goal is also with every album that I release, is to continue to evolve.
Wow, isn't that awesome? That's awesome. Now, I hear that your father is from Haiti, your mom is from Jamaica. So with that, how did they help you through the journey, the process of success?
They were very instrumental in my success. I mean, I was very blessed to have parents that were very supportive from day one. I remember I was 9 years old. I heard the saxophonist play at my church, and I just fell in love with the saxophone. The emotion, the spirituality, the soul that came through that saxophone, I was hooked. And I told my parents after church, I want to be able to play the saxophone like him. And my parents bought me a saxophone for my 10th birthday. And they've just been very nurturing. They've been very supportive. My dad managed me for about 16 years. And they played a very active role. And I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them. So I owe a lot to them. Absolutely. I was very blessed to have parents like that.
We are so grateful for our parents, aren't we?
Absolutely.
So grateful for our parents. Now, you've been writing your own songs since the age of 12.
Yes.
Now, I understand with no formal training.
Well, I took private lessons when I first started playing saxophone when I was 10. I was actually studying with that guy at my church. His name was Nolan Cherise, the late Nolan Cherise. And I studied with him for about 6 months. And after that point, he came up to my parents and said, I don't have anything else to teach him. He's learned everything so quickly. After 6 months, I already had surpassed him.
So you're a genius there.
I was blessed. You know, it's definitely a God-given gift. And I always knew that from day one. And so I was just always passionate about playing the saxophone, and my parents were very supportive. They always put me in a great position to succeed. I joined this band called Sonny LaRosa, an America's Youngest Jazz Band. The band was from ages 5 through 12. I was 11 years old at the time, and it was just an incredible experience. About 30 kids in the band. The drummer was 7 years old. The lead trumpet player was 9. And we traveled all over the world, performed at the Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland when I was 11. And that was kind of like the turning point where I knew that, you know, I was definitely doing something that was bigger than myself, and that I was touching people's lives. And just knew from then that that was my calling.
So tell us, what inspires you to write a song?
Just different life experiences. I see music as a way of expressing my emotions, my feelings, you know, all the things that I go through on a daily basis. And it's just definitely a natural, God-given gift to be able to write music, because it's not something that I was taught. So I just pour my emotions, my expressions, my experiences into my music. You know, if I'm happy, you know, I'll write a song that kind of reflects that. If I'm going through a tough time, or, you know, going through struggles, you know, I just always channel all those emotions into my music, and that's what inspires me to write.
Wow. So let me ask you this. What inspired you to write the cut on Your Way to the Top?
On Your Way to the Top is actually a song that I co-wrote with several other artists. Lettucey, incredible vocalist. She's actually singing background vocals on that track. Natalie the Flowsis Stewart from Flowtree, she contributed, so she wrote also. But it was a collaborative effort, you know. I always try to be positive with the music that I create, try to uplift people, And it's just one of those really feel-good songs that's just telling you to keep on striving, keep on working hard, you're on your way to the top. Don't let people stop you from pursuing your dreams. And that's what the song was really all about. And we put all of our minds and heads together and we came up with the song, so it's very exciting.
Awesome, awesome. Now, as a saxophonist, who has been your greatest inspiration?
Wow. There's really a long list, I guess I would have to start. I listen to a lot of old traditional jazz also. So John Coltrane is one, Charlie Parker, Cannonball Adderley.
You were way back.
way back. I'm an old soul. But it was really David Sanborn and Grover Washington Jr. that really turned me on to swing jazz. And just the groove, the R&B vibe, just the way they played just really got me hooked.
I know, I just love that smooth jazz. It just rolls off your tongue. Smooth
It does.
Jazz.
It rolls off the tongue.
Now, can we expect a gospel album from you soon?
Yes, absolutely. That's something I've always wanted to do. I started playing in church. I mean, that's really the foundation of everything that I do. And spirituality plays a major role in me and the music I create and the message I try to portray. And gospel is something that's near and dear to me that I've always wanted to do. And I definitely hope to do that in the very near future. I actually wrote a song, My Prayer for Haiti. And my dad's from Haiti, as we mentioned earlier. And it was a very difficult time for my family after the earthquake happened because I still have a lot of family there. And My Prayer for Haiti is this song that's a very spiritual song. You know, it definitely comes from not myself. It's definitely a higher power. And you know, God just kind of gave me the inspiration to write that song. Just to, you know, tell them that there's hope. Everything's going to be okay. God's in control. And, you know, I definitely think that gospel is something that I want to do. I will.
Yes.
I don't know when, but hopefully maybe the next album, the album after, the gospel album will definitely be in the works.
Well, we can't wait to hear that one as well. That's for sure. Now, we understand that your latest album, On a Mission, mirrors something that you're passionate about. Tell us about your On a Mission campaign.
Yes, I just started a new campaign called On a Mission in the Schools. And what I'm doing is in every city that I'm touring, I'm going to different elementary, middle, and high schools all around the country to promote the importance of music education and try to inspire the youth about following their dreams, about listening to jazz, and just telling them that, you know what, follow your dreams, don't let anybody get in your way or stop you from doing what you want to do. And it's just been such an amazing thing. I mean, I was very blessed and fortunate that I had a lot of great music experiences in school.
Yeah.
I went to Performing Arts High School, and I got to study music there. I was in the jazz band, the wind ensemble, the marching band, the jazz combo, the basketball team,
Eric.
the soccer team, the track team. And we just had a great music program, and that really helped me, you know, to nurture my talent, to grow. And that really set me up for what I'm doing today. And it's really unfortunate with all the budget cuts that are going on in the schools that kids aren't getting those opportunities. And music is a very positive force. You know, it's a way for people to express their emotions in a positive way. And, you know, these kids nowadays just aren't getting those opportunities. They're cutting budgets left and right. And, you know, a lot of music programs are disappearing.
Yeah.
And, you know, the kids are the future. So if they're not having those opportunities to channel their emotions in a positive, constructive way through music, then what are they going to turn to?
Wow.
So that's why I started this mission, to just inspire the youth, to encourage them, and to also expose them to jazz. Because I think most kids think of jazz as, you know, music for older people. And, you know, the music that I play hip-hop, R&B, and pop, and it's all those elements that they like. And, you know, it's always fun when I walk into this classroom of 500 kids, they say saxophone, they're like, okay, this is going to be boring.
Yeah, really. Like, seriously.
Okay, we're going to hear jazz, and then I'll play like an Usher song or an Alicia Keys song, and these kids, I mean, their eyes, their ears just open, and it's just an exciting thing. You know, by the end of, you know, my whole assembly, they're running, wanting to take, you know, pictures and autographs.
Touch the saxophone. Yes, right.
And, you know, it's a very rewarding thing, just knowing that I'm making a difference. And I remember when I was a kid having the opportunity to see other people come to my school and how that affected me. And just knowing that I'm having the opportunity to do that is just, it's a great thing. And I'm really excited about this campaign.
Well, that's awesome.
And people can follow that on my website, www.ericdarius.com. It's ERICDARIUS. You can click on the school mission link, and I have all the information about the school mission, and you can follow where I'm going next, the different schools we're visiting, and we're definitely looking to take this campaign to the next level. So any support would be
Greatly appreciated,
Absolutely.
right? Wow, you're definitely planting a seed in the life of a child.
Absolutely.
And so that's what a lot of people need to think about when they're doing what they do. So I definitely, kudos to you, Eric,
you.
most definitely. Now, you and Gina Smith of SPMG Media share a mutual friend.
We do.
Donald Johnson. Now, he grew up with her son. Now, 6 degrees of separation at work. How did you both meet?
We actually met at a show here in California. I was doing a show at Spaghettini's. It was about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. And he came up to me, he's like, I'm a younger guy, but I love jazz. I love what you do. I mean, he's just a very positive person. And we just really hit it off from, when we met. And we've just always kept in touch. We've been good friends ever since. Every time I'm in California, I'll give him a call, say, hey, I'm in town, what are you doing? And he's always been a very strong supporter also. He's turned a lot of people onto my music. And he's just a great person, a great friend, and, I'm just glad to have him in my life.
That's awesome. Now, you working on any new projects?
I'm going to actually start working on my next album very soon. I'm always writing music. It's a constant thing that I do. And I write all the time. And I've started writing music for this project a few months ago. And I'll get back into the studio probably in the next month or so.
Wow.
And hope to have a new album by spring 2012.
Wow, spring 2012. Remember,
Spring 2012.
Spring 2012. Remember that. Now, lastly, Eric, tell us, what is it that you know for sure?
There's a lot of things I know for sure. I know that, this is a God-given gift, and music is just such a powerful tool to just change and affect lives. And I've just been given that gift, and it's really a pleasure just to be able to share that with people. And I knew that it was a calling from day one, since I started playing the saxophone, and I knew that God gave me this talent to share with people. And it's not about me, it's about changing people's lives, and, just knowing that I'm putting a smile on somebody's face, knowing that they're going through personal problems and tribulations, just to be able to take them away from that is what it's all about. And I know that, God definitely has a purpose for what I'm doing, and it's definitely for His kingdom, for His glory, and He gave me that gift, and it's really just an honor to be able to share that with everyone.
Wow, and that's what you know for sure.
I know that for
sure. He knows that for sure. Thank you so much for being with us, Eric.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you so much from SPMG Media, Miss Gina Smith. Repeat one more time your website so people can go there and follow your journey.
You can follow my journey at ericdarius.com. It's www.ericdarius.com. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Eric Darius Band. And you can also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Eric Darius, MySpace, all the social networks. But yeah, I would definitely love to hear from each and every single one of you. You are the reason why I do what I do, so thank you for supporting me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
And thank you. And once again, from SPMG Media, we wish you love, peace, and Godspeed.